Okay. Hopefully this is the last time I'm doing this. I don't care. Final take. Final take. It's over. It's over. I don't care. This last straw. Anyways, we're doing Alatreon with the K-Jar Fire Glaive. The base glaive gets 20. I have crit eye. These are the skills. I have crit eye 7. That gives me 40. Then another 40 with the weapon drawn from the Sapphire armor. So I get 100% affinity with this set. Now, these are the decorations. Very, very exciting, obviously. Yeah. Very, very exciting. My Kinsect is Thunder, and he's Ice active. Very cool. Even though no one asked. Oh, I also have Razor Sharp on here because the sharpness on this thing is not great at all. It only has a little bit of white. So I have Razor Sharp on here. And if you have not gotten that yet, I highly recommend doing so because it is a fantastic charm with certain weapons. It's not really actually used for many things. I gotta be honest. I actually have it. I have it on my light bow gun sets for the Alatreon light bow gun. Even though I should take it off because honestly, like, the damage on there and what I could be doing is not nearly enough. So, it's also gonna be. So I'll go over some things in this fight that you know, useful bits of information. Not a tutorial at all. This is not a tutorial. This is literally just me running the fight and explaining a few things as I go. So don't expect much. Okay, first things first. Bring the evasion mantle. Bring it. Doesn't matter. Bring it. Period. Whenever the fight starts. Put it on. Well, before the fight starts, put it on. Pitching post. Go into the fight. Evade. Evade through the war, and that'll give you the attack increase that comes with the mantle. Get the buff. Whenever he does this, if he does this, grapple onto the head or whatever part of the body, doesn't matter. I personally prefer head because that's where the most damage is. Sorry if I'm talking so fast. I'm annoyed. Instead of playing Alatreon fast with the glaive, what you want to do is only do a couple of hits at a time and reposition yourself, or you know, catch a breather because he might attack, and you want to be ready to dodge through it, or just dodge it in general. So yeah, the evasion mantle is probably the most important thing you have in this, because okay, this move, instead of running away from it, just go under him, go under his head, or go to the right or left of his head. Don't run away from it or run off to the side, because that's just actually literally run into it, run towards him. Because that attack is not really that scary at all, I was being honest. Like, unless you're near death and you're about to die. Okay, I'm in the corner. He's not good. Grab the head. You kind of want to aim your clutch claws where the head's gonna fall. Whenever he does, put his head down the shoot the ice. As I was saying, the frost breath, the horizontal frost breath, it's not a scary move at all. It really is not. This right here, it ticks your health so slowly that it really does not matter unless you're like literally a couple of hits away from death. Just actually run towards him. Okay, see, this is why you don't want to wallbang him in the start, because this is gonna happen. He's gonna go, he's gonna start flying, he's gonna do that, you can grapple him, I'm not going to. Okay, paralyzed, actually, and there you go, another attack. See my buffs run out, that's fine. Doesn't matter. Even though he's paralyzed, I could be getting some free damage in. Doesn't matter. Get the buff. Get the buffs over getting free damage in. Because the buffs will more than enough to make up for that. So there's the first EJ weekend, obviously. Sorry if I'm like not. My throat's hurting. Okay. Nothing I could do. So now he's gonna go. You can roll through this. You time it just right. Again, this armor does have evade window 3, so that helps.
This is the only time you can break its horns. Disrupt the control over the elements.
Yeah, whatever. Again, run in. Look how slow it ticks health. It doesn't matter. There we go. Plus I have health augment on this, so that helps a lot. Which I highly recommend doing so. There we go. You know, I'm not a pro Glaive player, if I was being honest. It's not bad. It's really not bad at all. Ouch. That is dangerous. Yes he is. Okay. You can actually roll through this too. Very simple. Very simple. There you go. Fairly simple. Fairly simple, fairly straightforward. I'm gonna lose my mind here in a minute. While he's in the air, instead of just doing air attacks with Glaive, what you want to do is just focus his bottom feet. Even though it's probably not that ideal, it's still preferable. He always does, he always taunts after that move right there. So you can evade through this as well. Dangerous, very dangerous, because it is a very powerful move, but it is a nice way to get a couple of hits in. This move is also a move where you can get some hits in. You just gotta avoid the first lightning wave, I guess. Unfortunately, I don't. This move right here, literally what I just did, instead of panicking, like running out of both, like all 3 circles, what you want to do is wait for the first one to explode, then move in. Unfortunately, this, as I said, this Glaive doesn't have the best sharpness, so, you know, fighting with blue, it's not ideal at all, but, you know, I can't really sharpen unless, because the set doesn't have speed sharpening, I couldn't fit it in. Move. Sucks, but it is what it is. Again, only a few hits at a time. I can try to sharpen. Okay, well I got it off. Good. Again, only a few hits at a time. Don't commit to any long combos, like 7-hit combos or anything like that, because you're just asking to be hit again. Or hit in general. Alright. So, whenever health gets around halfway, that's when you want to take it. And that'll only make you take 1. Take it any sooner, and you'll just waste 1. Oh, okay. Doesn't matter. Instead of panicking that I got hit, what I'm gonna do is just gonna grab his head. Well, yeah, I'm gonna do that, but I'm just gonna, you know, calm myself and make sure I don't get hit again. simple stuff. Again, even though I got hit, doesn't matter. There we go. Now, you could weaken other parts of his body, but again, I'm just going for the head because that is literally the weakest part of him, obviously. As it is with most monsters. Except for like, no, that's not true. I was gonna say except for like Silver Rathalos and Gold Rathalos. But if you weaken them, it actually does become one of the weakest parts of their body. Weaken them, wound them, whatever. There you go. Ouch. Those lightning things are easy to avoid. And like they're fairly self-explanatory. Sometimes he'll start out with a horizontal, then he'll usually go into like a vertical, then another horizontal, or vice versa. But sometimes he will change it up. He'll do like 3 horizontals or 3 verticals. Now, oh yeah, he is raging, which is mighty unfortunate. But it is what it is. I really don't want to be in the corner here. That's definitely a bad place to be. I also want the go red, white. He's gonna go in dragon mode again. Evade through that. Evade through everything. Period. Literally the biggest skill you can have for this fight is just evading through his moves. Period. Like, once you have that down, the chances of him killing you are very slim, to be honest. They're like super slim. So there we go, both horns broken. And there's the other weakened for the EJ, very nice. Now it's just a matter of killing him. That move right there, you can actually evade through the normal fireball. Again, full Sappy armor does get evade window 3, so make use of it. It doesn't matter if you don't have confidence in your ability to evade through something. It's still worth a try. Even if you fail, you know, at least you try. At least you're utilizing every single skill that the armor gives you. As soon as you see him go for that fire move, just immediately back off. Helps if you don't commit to any certain animation. Again, right there. See him do that. Wait for the person to explode and move in, if you can. Sound like I'm on drugs or something. I'm not, okay. Just like I'm tired and annoyed. Like, let me be done with this idiot already. I just want to make the video and go to bed. Nothing I can do. It's actually currently like past 1:30. You can evade through those lightning strikes. You can evade through every single one of his moves, obviously, except Eschaton Judgment. I saw it, I rolled backwards. The first one didn't hit me and I had enough time to get in before the second one went off. Take notes. The fact that I have 100% affinity with this is very nice. This means that I don't really have to worry about if I'm, you know, attacking or not attacking the weak point. I'm always hitting for, I'm always hitting for, so then there we go, there's that. I'm always hitting for, I'm always critting, so I'm always getting the crit element. Also, again, Insect Glaive is probably one of the tougher weapons to do this with. As you can see, normally he would have been dead by now if I was using like a long sword or dual blades. Problem is, it's like an Insect Glaive is just not, it's not up to par with those two weapons, unfortunately. Just trying to follow up here, it doesn't matter. I could have timed that better. Watch out for that move. You know, the hitbox is on the hitbox on it is surprisingly small. Jesus. Hopefully I'm able to kill him before he goes into fire active. I should be able to, I think. If he can go into fire active. Yeah, he just got the soul icon. I got hit there, doesn't matter. He tries to follow up, it fails. It's just a cycle. You get hit, don't panic. At least if you're using Sappy armor with health augment, you can easily get your health back. See, I got hit there, and I'm already back up to full, easy. Evasion Mantle. He's gonna go into Dragon. There we go. Okay. Well, again, that's just me being dumb. Me being dumb? Nah, say it ain't so. Easy. There we go, there's the Eschaton weaken. Massive damage. Should be dead here soon. Infinite combo. Again, if you don't know how to do it, it's, I believe it's triangle 4 times, then circle. Then triangle 4 times, circle is just a loop. Buffs ran out. Don't keep attacking. Gonna get them back ASAP. If I can anyway. He's actually out of rage mode, so what I'm gonna do is I'm going to flash pot him. You can tell he's out of rage mode by his icon on the map. If it's yellow, that means he's not in rage mode. If it's red, that means he's raged. You can also roll through these pretty easily if you have to. Again, roll through all his attacks. He becomes a walk in the park. Roll through the roar. Don't commit to any heavy combos. For now. Just demonstration purposes. If this was longsword, he would have been long dead. I see what I did there. Long sword, long, he would have been long dead. If it was dual blades, he would have been dead. I'm just kidding. Okay, see, there you go, he's dead. That one's lame. I was about to make a really lame joke, but no,
This hunt will go down
I'm
in
not gonna do
history.
it. So that was Alatreon with the Glaive. He's not hard. The problem is, again, Glaive is one of those weapons that, at least in this fight, it's not very good for applying Elemental. It's decent, despite me literally having... How much element do I have with this out? 750? 750. I literally have the same amount of element as I do my Cage or Fire Longsword. The difference here... Wait, do I? No, I lied. I actually have 900 on that with the weapon drawn. Thing is, I'm still getting roughly around like 16.5, I believe. 16.5 with each crit, because it's 100%, meaning I'm never not critting. 16.5, so that's what? 91.5? Yeah, 91.5, give or take, fire damage, which is really good. The problem is the Insect Glaive is one of those weapons that you have to commit to a lot of animation time. You know, especially for bigger combos, to where you can really get your damage out. The problem is you can't really do that in the Alatreon fight. You're just going to get smacked around. So yeah, it may take longer to do with an Insect Glaive. As you can see, it took like 20-ish minutes, whereas I did him with Longsword the other night, with the Fire Longsword, mind you, in less than 12. So yeah, it definitely takes longer, and I got a third Eschaton Judgment weaken on him. I didn't even have to take any jerky. Like, I think my health bar dropped to like 20%, if that, and I didn't have to take a jerky at all. That's how slow it was dropping. So, what did we learn today? We learned that Insect Glaive, it's easily doable. It can be done. The problem is, compared to other weapons, dual blades, long sword, sword and shield, stuff like that, stuff that Glaive isn't necessarily bad at getting elemental damage out. But in a fight like Alatreon's, unless you know you can't really commit to getting the max amount of damage out if you you can't really do that unless you commit to longer combos, which, you know, obviously is something that you don't want to do. So, I said it like a trillion times already, but I'll say it one final time. Get a few hits in. Get a few hits in, regroup. Get a few hits in, regroup. Recollect yourself, reposition, that sort of thing, because chances are he's probably gonna try to attack you again. And always be ready. Always be ready. And bring the evasion mantle. It makes the world of a difference. It's not even just because you can evade through his attacks easier, because again, evade window 3 on the armor, that is more than enough. It's the fact that it gives you a 10% damage increase. It may not seem like a lot, but in Monster Hunter, when it comes to flat values versus percentage-wise, percentage wins, period. In every single situation. You'll see that a lot on Lance, Gun Lance, and even, especially Charge Blade, because it's actually a percentage-based skill instead of just a flat value. So, that's gonna be that, I guess. I might do some more Alatreon runs in the future with like various weapons like Sword and Shield, you know, ones I haven't done yet. Maybe Lance, Switch Axe, I haven't done that yet. So yeah, that can be fun.